Hi folks, it's Obley here, and today I just wanted to have a quick video talking about the Frost DK changes that came through last night. This is going to cause a massive shake-up in the meta that we knew for Frost DK. We were kings of priority damage, and that was because of Wave of Souls from Deathbringer. That's been changed now. Wave of Souls, it could have a maximum effect of 20% increased Shadow Frost damage on your main target. It has now been dropped down to 9. This is because Wave of Souls crits now increase Shadow Frost damage taken by 3%, not 5. So targets can have a maximum of 6%. Your main target takes 100% increased effectiveness. Well, not anymore. Now it only takes 50% increased effectiveness. So instead of having a target now take 12% increased Shadow Frost damage, it's halved, so it's 9%. Which means the difference between a priority target that had Deathbringer on it or had Reaper's Mark on it for the Wave of Souls benefit versus any other mob is 3%. So there's not much of a disparity there. You still want to search for a target where you prefer it to take 3% more damage. But now, if you're doing a key and you're thinking there's a big priority target and I want to nuke this, I'm going to be really good at getting this down quickly, it's not really going to work out as quick as you think it is. It also just nerfed the damage of Exterminate as well, and then they nerfed how much strength you get from hitting just one target with Swift and Painful, aka Reaper's Mark exploding and no one being nearby for it to cleave to. Instead of 10%, it's 5%. You're doing 5% less damage in your burst window when it's procs. That's fucking sad. So Deathbringer took a massive hit. Riders of the Apocalypse didn't really take much of a hit, but because Frost had its ability damage reduced and Obliterate damage reduced, it's like a 4% decrease. So with Deathbringer being 8 and Rider of the Apocalypse being 4%, it kind of puts them in line with each other. At the moment we're testing, so right now it's not actually live, but you can get a good guess with what the numbers that you do get on live. So Riders of the Apocalypse, after about almost 4.5 minutes, I was looking at about 3.62 million damage. There's some RNG element in there. And then with Reaper's Mark, I was looking at more like 4 mil. So now minus 8% off of that, minus 4% off of Rider, with some RNG element and with the fact that the training dummy is execute. I mean, execute doesn't really matter now because it's kind of taken away from Reaper's Mark with how it used to be. But you're looking at them being a little bit more in line as opposed to them being Rider being like a dominant spec. You're looking at them being both pretty able. I mean, I would still say that Deathbringer is going to be the go-to in Mythic Plus over everything because the AoE element from Reaper's Mark is sick. I think it's very, very good. In single target, I mean, in raid is what is the most important part. I think you kind of know that in Mythic Plus, you're just not going to spec Rider. It's just not useful, and Reaper's Mark is just so much more quality of life. Baked within that hero talent, with the fact that it gives you like killing machines and the fact you just press it, forget it, and you're gone. With Rider, you have to just hope that your fucking horsies go the right way. I think realistically in Mythic Plus, it's going to be a Reaper's Mark game, and then in single target raid encounters, it's going to be whichever you play best at. I mean, I think there's a bit more of an RNG element with Riders that could push it forwards, but I can't see it. But I guess we're just going to have to wait for the testing. But that is kind of annoying. I was pretty happy with a Deathbringer Frost meta. I think that was going to be quite cool. Now, who knows? But yeah, then Sand Lane received a massive nerf as well. All of these changes. So Frenzied Bloodthirst now increases the damage of Deathcore by 4% instead of 8. The set bonus increases the duration of Violent Plague by 3 seconds, not 4. That's fine. And then the 4 set bonus now increases the damage of Infliction of Sorrow by 30%, not 35%. It also gutted Deathcore by 20%. The fuck? That brings Sand Lane very far below Rider. So you would definitely play Rider Unholy. I'm not going to lie, if it's a Rider Unholy and a Rider Frost meta, that would be shit. It's literally a fully passive hero talent. It's not interesting, and the horse noise is so annoying. I will get rid of it. I'm definitely not making videos with that horse constantly going. But yeah, so for Unholy now, you are not playing Sand Lane. You're playing Rider in every scenario. There's literally no need to. Is this a good change? I don't agree. I don't think so. I mean, we have gone from being a really good class to... This happened in literally Season 1. I don't know what their fucking issue with Frost DK is, but can we just have a season where we're good? Please. Actually, to be fair, I am literally whining because they were good last season. Anyway, I do think it's good that Sand Lane isn't going to be the meta going into the next season because we've just had a season of it. Fair. Good. Rider should get his turn with Unholy. Not for Frost. I don't think so for Frost, in my opinion. I don't think it plays very well. I mean, for example, like everything, the tier set for Rider, your Obliterate deals 20% increased damage to targets affected by Trollbane's Icy Fury, not Frost size. So it's like, that's instantly an AoE hit. It doesn't really make sense. Maybe that's just an oversight. We can probably change that. But Trollbane's Obliterate, I mean, that doing increased damage is quite good. I mean, if you look at the breakdown for Rider, Trollbane does a decent amount. 100 mil, like he's second for a reason. But this is entirely passive. This is entirely passive. Like Mograine, you don't even give a shit about Mograine, especially on single target. The crit damage, crit percent. It's not nice. Like the fact that Frostworm's Fury and Howling Blades both do the same amount of damage, and you're forced into Frostworm's Fury, is sad. There's nothing else you gain out of this. Good thing is, it's 1.5 minute cooldown, so it does line up perfectly now. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the changes? I think it's bad. Obviously, I'm going to think it's bad. It's a nerf to my spec. But I really enjoyed the playstyle that Deathbringer had with Frost. I thought it was very, very good. This is not very, very good. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit me up on Metify for any sort of coaching that you want. And then join my Discord if you want to get my UI. Thanks very much, guys. Peace. Bye.